Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I'm very excited for this video.
Okay, so Aubrea, what are we doing?
Okay, we are talking about books that are excellent, that are being made into movies that are coming out this year or are already out. And we're going to talk about these in a way that, like, if you see the movie trailer or read the back of the book, that's the amount of spoilers we're going to talk about in all of these. So Project Hail Mary follows our main character, Dr. Grace. And he wakes up on a spaceship. Like, where am I? What is my name? Literally, that's how the book opens.
And now we both did the audiobook, didn't we? And she's the one who recommended. She said, do the audiobook. It's so good.
Yeah, it is the best audiobook I've listened to ever. Computer, spaceship thing is like, hello, what is your name? And he's like, I don't know. And the computer's like, fail. I don't know. A few minutes later, it's like, hello, what is 2 + 2? And he's like, 4. And she goes, pass. What is your name? He's like, I don't know. And she's like, fail. I don't know why the spaceship is a girl. But
over time, like as we follow his story, his memories start to come back.
And he's on Project Hail Mary. This is like, he's on a mission. And this is like last resort mission.
Yeah, it's Earth's Hail Mary to save the planet.
And so, like, it's a heavy subject. And then he's on this spaceship alone. If you're not a book reader, but you want to listen to anything, I have recommended this book to so many people. And even like the mailman at my office came in and like after he finished, he came in, he put his hands on my desk like this and was like, you can't be recommending books that good because now I'm in a book hangover and I have no idea what to do with myself next. I'm like,
it really is.
Specifically about the movie that I'm excited about, and I've been trying not to like build my hopes up too high because I don't want to be disappointed. But Rocky, the character, is not CGI.
Ooh.
It's like he's an actual puppet. Yeah. And I've told people, and I think I told you this, is if I'm recommending you the book, don't watch the trailer because so much of like his self discovery of like he's remembering why he's there, what's his purpose. The trailer just tells you. So like that first couple sections that are really funny. The trailer just shows.
I'm going to be interested to see if the movie is as good as the book because the book was just phenomenal. So
Project Hail Mary comes out on March 20th.
March 20th. So like imminently, people, get your tickets.
Read it quick and then get your tickets.
Okay. Have you read the book?
I have.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
But I did watch the Netflix movie. This movie is out on Netflix now.
This book is about Alex and Poppy. And it follows 2 different timelines. So Alex and Poppy could not be 2 different personalities. They're like oil and vinegar from the same town and they're at the same college. And Poppy's going to get a ride home with Alex.
Carpool home.
Excellent. And so they become really, really good friends. And she expresses like, oh, she's got a big personality. She wants to travel the world. She wants to see things, whatever. And Alex is a lot more practical in just history. Yeah, and he's kind of a homebody.
His goal is to go back to his hometown and like make a life there because he loved it. Whereas Poppy's all like, I want to get out.
I want to move to New York. And she ends up getting basically a dream job working at a magazine that is a travel magazine. And so she gets sent on these like extremely luxurious trips all around the world. Earlier in the book, they make a deal that like once a year, we're going to get together for a week vacation and we'll go somewhere. She's very cute about like, I like Vacation Alex because Vacation Alex is way more fun than like regular boring at home Alex.
Yes.
And so it's 2 timelines. It's something happens and their friendship kind of hits a bump. So they take a few years off. Kind of Alex's brother's wedding. And so since that is happening, she knows she's going to see Alex again. And she's like, all right, I'm going to repair this friendship. I'm going to make this the best damn vacation ever so that, we kind of get back together. And I'm sorry, I like romances where it's like, are they going to get together? Are they not? Oh, wait, he's got a girlfriend. Oh, no, she's got a boyfriend. Like at one point.
Timing.
It's always the timing. Like at one point, they're on a vacation together and it's like, they're maybe. And then Alex is like, yeah, your ex-boyfriend, he kind of sucks. And she's like, yeah, he does kind of suck.
But then the
ex-boyfriend shows up and it's like, ugh. But I loved it. And I think the movie was really great. Again, if you don't read the book, you can still really enjoy the movie.
And I did. So.
Okay, to be honest, I haven't read this yet, but I'm so excited to do so. So Leonie Swann. I always say that wrong. Okay, I didn't know anything about this book, but I saw the movie trailer. It's got Hugh Jackman in it. The movie title is a sheep detective movie. Rated PG, so I guarantee you can read it with Lorelai. And he goes missing. The Hugh Jackman character goes missing. And the
somebody beyond that, we cannot lose Hugh Jackman.
No, right. And the sheep love him because sheep can talk to each other, and the police come and they're like trying to figure out what happened. And the sheep are like not convinced that these detectives are up for the job of finding their shepherd. So do
they have names?
The sheep, yeah. Well, I think they also have numbers because, like, counting sheep.
Oh, look. Yeah. Maud, Sir Troublemaker. Oh, my gosh. Willow, the second most silent sheep in the flock. No one minds that.
She's already laughing and she just read the names of the sheep. So that's going to be so fun. Can't wait.
You think there's a pretty version?
I don't know.
Oh, look. There's like little pictures of sheep on the page.
And this is one that I got for our $15 of a bag of books.
I know, at the library sale. Okay, so Aubrea, the next book we're going to talk about is The Book of Magic by Alice Hoffman. It's going to be called Practical Magic 2, and it comes out September 18th, so you've got lots of time. But the book is this one, The Book of Magic. It was on sale.
It's pretty on the inside.
It is pretty, and it's got like the rough edges. But
I think that's going to be a really fun book club book for people to do because so many people loved that movie, and getting this incredible cast back together, like the original cast back together after how many years?
Oh, at least 20, right?
Yeah. So
I can't count.
That's going to be really, really fun. So September 18th. Okay, y'all. I'm very passionate about this book. This is by one of my favorite authors, Maggie O'Farrell. Historical note. In 1580, a couple living on Henley Street, Stratford, had 3 children, Susanna, Hamnet, and Judith, who were twins. The boy, Hamnet, died in 1596, age 11. 4 years later, his father wrote the play Hamlet. So this book is so interesting because it's about Hamlet and Shakespeare, but it's not about Shakespeare. In fact, the entire book, Shakespeare is never named
at all.
Mainly his wife, which in real historical context, not all that much is known. We know that she was like 7 years older than him, that where they grew up and where their home was. But it follows like their story from before they meet and then how they meet. And then, this wonderful life that they have together. And then obviously it's a tragedy. Sorry, get your tissues out. Emergency support tissues are important. The movie adaptation is so close and so well done to the book. Like, I don't mind if allowances have to be made in movies to shorten it. I mean, there's things that just cinemagraphically don't work when sometimes it comes from a book. This was written to be made a movie. I didn't actually physically cry when I read the book. I loved it, but I went to see it with our friend Donna, and I am not joking. I'm so happy we ended up getting like snacks and drinks before instead of after, because usually we go after so we can like talk about the movie. We went before, and I'm so glad because like I'd never cried that hard because it just brought it so to life, and the end is so good. It's going to win so many awards.
Yeah, the movie's out now, and it is up for several Oscars. So
yeah, Jenna's afraid to watch it because she doesn't want to cry. It is a tragic story, so obviously the backstory is going to be tragic, and sometimes a beautiful tragedy is that. It's a beautiful tragedy.
You can cry for me.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
You know I will. I'll cry for both of us. So go watch it.
So we know summer is the time for blockbusters, and there is a new blockbuster summer version of the Odyssey, written by Homer, coming to theaters July 17th. So
it's going to be epic.
The
trailer is awesome.
It looks really good, but he's going on like a quest, and he's trying to get home because he hasn't been home, and it's all his trials and the things he has to go to as he journeys home to his, we hope, faithful wife.
Do we know how old he is? I haven't read this book.
I think he's in his 20s. Well, at least at some point he's going to be in his 30s, because if he's in his 20s and it takes him 10 years, and he'll be in his 30s.
Yeah.
And, see, I can count.
One of the world's most vital tales, the Odyssey remains central to literature. I feel very lacking. I don't
even know that Anne Bronte. They know about Emily, and they know about Charlotte.
But also listen. You read twice as many books as me, and I read probably 3 times as many books as like most people. So it's hard when you're in 2 book clubs, and then you get me distracted by like Pretty Thing.
Oh yeah, I get distracted.
Okay, this is a controversial pick. Not because the story isn't great, and not because the movie is good. The movie is going to be awesome. It's because it's by Colleen Hoover, and I don't like anything that Colleen Hoover writes. And there's actually some conspiracy theories, because this book is so different than literally every Colleen Hoover book. I'm not saying I made up the theory, but it is out there.
A ghostwriter that
published under her name, because it is completely different. It's like a mystery thriller. So this is about Loan, and she is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin, blah, blah, blah. A man who is married to a writer that is ironic, because it's kind of part of the conspiracy theory, that's very, very successful, but she was in an accident, and she's like, no, she's physically no longer able to write. So this man hires Loan to take the manuscript of this like half-finished book that the writer was writing, and that is going to be played by Anne Hathaway, the writer.
Okay.
Yeah, so Loan is played by Dakota Johnson, and I think the husband is being played by Josh Hartnett.
That's right. Yes, and it comes out
Heartthrob.
October 2nd is when this comes out. So you got time to read.
There's some mystery involved with it, because as Loan is like sorting through this manuscript, it's also kind of like, maybe is this a real thing that happened, or is this a fictional thing that this writer wrote? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I would say to anybody that I've recommended this book to. It is spicy, and it gets spicy pretty fast.
Is it gonna, I wonder if the movie is gonna be spicy.
I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but so that's a fun one to debate too. So that's a good book club book, because if you're in a group of 4 or 5 people, you're gonna have some differing opinions. Heartthrobs, amazing actors are gonna be in it, and it's really exciting.
Yeah, okay. I have not been interested in anything Colleen Hoover's written, because it just doesn't seem like my cup of tea. And then all that controversy with like
literally
us. But I've heard this.
I will not go to another. I will not read or go to another Colleen Hoover movie except for this one. Not doing it. But this is good. But
if only we could figure out who actually wrote Verity. We could read their stuff.
Somebody has a conspiracy. Please tell us. Tell us what you think. Okay, the love hypothesis. This is the love hypothesis. I know I talk about Allie Hazelwood a lot. I love her. Okay, I love her. So this story follows.
Basically, they're thrown together in a lab, and chemistry happens.
Okay,
how did I sum it up?
About a woman who tells her best friend a little lie.
Oh, what did she lie about?
So, and like, I have a date tonight. Like, I'm doing something. So like, I can't go with you and be third wheel. And so she doesn't. She goes to the lab because she's a PhD, 3rd-year sciencey. Almost all of Allie Hazelwood's stories are based in like the STEM fields. And so she blew off her friend to work on her project. And what happens when her friend, who's also in the same PhD program, shows up at the lab, and she's like, oh no, I'm totally busted. I'm getting caught in this lie. So what does she do to protect her best friend? She grabs the nearest man and smacks one right on him.
Is he cute?
He also might be her professor. Actually, he's not her professor, but he's like he's not a professor. This is not like a hot for teacher thing.
He's like a TA.
He's like a TA, or like whatever. And he's like, what just happened? And then her friend is like, oh, I guess it's more than a date, and just like backs her way out of the room.
Back this thing up, girl.
She's like, oh my gosh, real sorry about that. That was awkward. But then she's gonna keep up with the lie. So somehow he's like, all right, fine. I'm supposed to be more relatable, because he's kind of like grumpy pants, known by the lab. And so like his faculty is like, you need to be like warmer and like more relatable. And he's like, ugh. And she's like, oh, my best friend thinks we're dating. And he's like, okay, we can like pretend to date. Ooh. Who doesn't love a fake dating story?
I love a fake dating story. And y'all, it's under 400 pages.
It's really cute. It's going to be really good. And honestly, I want Allie Hazelwood's books to all be made movies. So please go watch it.
Make Bride and Mate.
Ooh.
No. Okay, are we doing Incredibly Bright Creatures and then ending with...
Okay, a little bit of haterade.
Remarkably Bright Creatures. I have not read this, but it's on my list. I'm sorry, I have a lot on my list.
Love it.
It's coming to Netflix on May 8th.
Yeah.
So coming out.
Okay, so for a few reasons, I love this book. First of all, it's set in the Seattle Aquarium. I'm from Seattle. Like, fun for me to read about where I'm from.
Fancy.
So the other thing I love about this is it's a totally unique story. This follows our main character, Tova. She's not real young. She's like in her 60s or in her 70s. Ooh. And she works at the aquarium.
Nice.
And she cleans, and she's meticulous. Okay, like she goes out sick for a few days. The aquarium is a mess. She can't stand. She likes to keep really busy. She's physically really strong, like not letting anything stand in her way. The other really important character, Marcellus, is a great Pacific octopus. And he knows that he's he's a remarkably bright creature because he can indeed read, and he can read what is on the outside of his enclosure, what it says about him, and about, you know, why are they remarkably bright and where they hail from and how long they live and all this stuff. Well, Marcellus is a little naughty. And what does Marcellus do? Marcellus likes to and explore the aquarium.
Well, why not?
At night when it's closed.
You go explore, Marcellus.
And, you know, he knows how long he can hold his breath. Like, so he's remarkably bright, okay? Mm-hmm. But does he indeed find himself accidentally in some trouble, maybe wrapped up in some electrical cords that he didn't know were going to be a problem? He indeed does do that. And who saves him? Tova. And Tova's like, you naughty boy. And so she gets him anyway. So they have kind of their own like relationship with each other because she talks to him. He does not indeed talk back, but in his mind, and as the reader, he gets his own chapters from his point of view. It's so good, like really unique characters and how they can help each other from completely different points of view. I will recommend this to literally everybody and their grandmother. Absolutely fine to read with kids. I don't know what the rating is going to be, probably PG-13 maybe, but it's really, really cute.
It's how I think we've talked about this before. I love like an animal POV.
I do.
In a book.
Yes.
Like getting in high.
My favorite brand of humor is like anything like on Instagram or whatever where people like dub over like a dog having zoomies. Like I could watch that all day. Like animals' points of view humor is
not least. My cat videos are so.
You can tell them what I did. I recommended this book to book club.
Aubrea made 2 book clubs read this book. She was like, it's going to be so good. It's going to be great. It came out in October.
Listen, Nicholas Sparks of The Notebook, M. Night Shyamalan of Signs of the Sixth. Like, who had that on their 2026 bingo card?
You did.
Well, I did. And then I made it on everybody else's bingo card.
I think neither one of us really liked this book. It was not well.
Let me give it a 30-second synopsis.
Give it a 30-second.
This follows a New York architect named Tate who's been through some stuff. Okay, his sister passed away. Mm-hmm. She was ill. It wasn't really a surprise, but it was no less very sad and traumatic because they were very close.
Right.
So he's been through some things. He's taken some time off, and he's like back at it. He's back at ready to be an architect again. So his bestie, who is rich for reasons that don't need to be explained, is like, great, come out to Cape Cod because I want you to build a like bazillion-dollar summer home. Again, not important. Like Airbnb, that he's the only one. It's supposed to be like a boarding, you know, like many, many rooms. There's like 10 bedrooms. I am so offended by two things alone. Tate brings his cat, which would be fine, but he doesn't check if this place is like animal friendly. He just brings the cat. Then he brings the cat, and instead of keeping the cat in like his bedroom, he just lets the cat roam. And then third, he puts the litter box in the kitchen. Yeah. I will die on this hill that is disgusting. And there's a woman doing yoga in the living room. And he's like, oh, that's weird. I thought I was the only one here. And she's like, no, like I live here. Like, this is my
But here's
place.
the thing.
And this is all, that's all on the inside flap. That's not a spoiler.
Normal part. Nicholas Sparks is the romance part. I'll just say, consensus. It was not well written. The characters were not very well developed.
The romance didn't really romance.
No, and we think this might be a case where it will be a good movie.
And that's why we're including it on this, because like, pour haterade all over this book. I did, when we were finished, listen to an interview between M. Night and Nicholas Sparks. And essentially, this is the synopsis of that interview. They got together years and years before, right when Nicholas Sparks was doing the movie for The Notebook, which is awesome. And M. Night was like gonna be on the project. At the same time, he was like developing The Sixth Sense. And he's like, listen, I cannot break into the film industry in the way that I want to with a romance and then a horror. Yeah. And so he was like, sidelined the project. They went their separate ways. 25 years later, they get back together and they're like, okay, let's do this. You come up with a book script. I'll come up with a film script. We'll come back together. We'll pitch them to each other. And whichever one we like more is what we'll go with. Well, M. Night came with Remain. And then Nicholas Sparks was like, okay, we're going to go with that. So whatever Nicholas Sparks wrote, we don't even know. And so then Nicholas Sparks adapted basically the film manuscript to a book. And I just don't know that that really works. No. But knowing that in hindsight, after reading the book, I think that this actually will be a really good movie. And I think the twists and some of the things that didn't really come through, didn't work are gonna. So I'm actually very excited for the movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it just because I'm curious. Because there was another book. Speaking of books that weren't great, but the movie was pretty good. Is Frida McFadden's The Housemaid.
Oh yeah,
we both read that. I thought it was okay. It didn't really do anything for me. It came out in the theaters about a month ago, and I went with my husband to see it, and it was great.
It was really good.
The movie was so much better than the book.
There was one or two twists from the book that they put into the movie. So as a reader, you still get a twist because you're like, well, I didn't see that coming, but it was really good. So all of that to say, sometimes it is maybe better to skip the book and see the movie. So Housemaid and this one, we're gonna go see it. I gotta pay for all my book club people's movie tickets because I made them read this. But it's gonna be good when it comes out, hopefully.
Anyhow, those are our picks. Those are things to keep an eye out for. And okay.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Shh.